Hi everybody, Tasha here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back to everyone new. Hello and welcome. So I actually have a little treat today before I get started. I have Marley here. Marley hasn't been on in quite a while. She's my pixie girl. Marley is the Zodi Sculpt by Marita Winters, and she was reborn by Kimberly's Cocoon. She's not a baby. She's a pixie girl. And I just took her down. She's on a little shelf. I'm going to get her changed for something for September. And this is her little mouse, Amethyst, that Kimberly had crocheted. And Amethyst has her own little leaf bed and blanket. So super cute. And I'm going to be doing some things with Marley. I had a custom order for her, an outfit done. I'm actually putting something different on her first for September. And then closer to the holidays, I'll put her in the red and white. But I'm really thinking, ahead too. Even though I don't have the surgery scheduled, and I gotta get on that. I know I'm procrastinating, ladies. It's going to be major surgery this time. I'm definitely not going to be able to lift anything too heavy. And obviously Marley is, not heavy. She's, something I can enjoy. Perhaps have her on a nightstand or something that I can, pick up, brush, do her hair, possibly change her. Things like that. And then we have Stellan, who's still here. All the babies are still here on the bed from the last video, but I just figured I would show Stellan and Marley today. And gonna chat a little bit about where my channel is going, because of course trickling down, hearing about these new YouTube policies and changes that are going to be happening in what they're saying 4 months. I took the time. It's interesting. I've been finding that watching some of the gaming channels where it's more of an adult or someone in their late teens, something like that, talking, give a lot of information. So this one channel was showing on their Twitter account, they were actually interacting with YouTube. YouTube was interacting with them, answering their questions. So I found that very interesting. I do not know all of the ins and outs of it. And I see, a lot of people are speculating based on the kind of more vague answers that YouTube is giving in regards to, what channels, what content is going to be affected and why. One thing that's very clear is, as far as placing ads on our videos, they are saying that there are some channels that may not be able to post certain types of ads on their videos, i.e. ads geared towards children. YouTube is also saying that the channel creators will be responsible to let them know whether a video is geared towards children or not. And what they say by children is 13 and under. So we're talking about 13 and under. One thing I wanted to share with you that I found very interesting that I learned was that they are going to be looking at, and this was a response from YouTube, right, on Twitter. They are going to be looking at what that channel is watching, not just what they have, what they are watching. So any of you that have children, if they log on through your device, any of your devices that is your Google under your channel, you may want to change that. I definitely, will be making some changes, some things that I didn't realize. And perhaps wording in some of the titles. And I did go through and I did take down videos that had my son doing box openings of toys because obviously that's geared towards children, you know, like the blind packs and stuff. We did a bit of that in the beginning, and some of the ladies here sent him happy mail because me having a YouTube channel at that time was new to him and interesting to him, and he wanted to take part a bit. So we were helping him take part a bit. Well, you know, I did take those videos down. He no longer has an interest in being on my channel anyway, so we're good. So those are things that I thought about. And that's all I am going to do, is just roll with it. Will it be sad if they take away comments and things like that? Yes. Will I still create content? Yes, likely I will. I make my videos to share my dolls with you all, you know, and it's, I will still do that, because my videos are like how I'm interacting with my collection often. So I would still do that. If they take away monetization for doll channels, my channel, no, obviously that's not going to affect me in a significant way. I'm a very small channel in the grand scheme of even here in the doll community. I am you know, there's a lot of huge channels. Am I concerned for them? You know, large channels that, yes, are actually geared towards children, which is, you know, one of the reasons why they're so large. You know, it's a shame they put so much time and effort, and all you could do is hope that maybe they won't be affected, because maybe it'll still be considered 13 and up and not 13 and under. I think that's going to be a wait and see. This is all my speculation now, just as much as any of us can do is speculate. They pointed out words and highlighted words that YouTube told them, and toy, game, theme. So right away I thought, oh boy, we got Disney Mondays and Theme Thursdays, and I might consider rewording those videos. I never did the like theme days, so I'm kind of glad in a way now, because then I would have had to, you know, go take all those down, and that would have been a lot of work. The last time we had a big scare and channels were affected, and mine was affected. All of my comments were disabled, and any videos with silicone dolls in them were demonetized. And I had to send in for a manual review, which I did on a few of them, and got them back, actually. And the comments, oh my gosh, I was sitting, you know, while I was chatting with a friend, going through them all. I did 2.5 hours worth of one day, just banged out, going through, starting from my most recent, going back. I don't know if I skipped a few here and there, if they weren't, you know, popular video. I don't know. But I basically went down in chronological order. See, you were able to manually enable your comments, but you had to go in on your computer and do each one. So I did spend 2.5 hours enabling my comments, and once I reached that point, I got antsy, and I said, you know what, further back than that, so I don't know, probably, you know, some of my beginning videos or a mishmash in there, probably you still can't comment on, but I wasn't getting any recent comments on those videos anyway, so you know, I took the amount of time that I was comfortable spending, and that's what I did for my channel. I know some of you didn't enable the comments and just went forward for your new videos, enabling the comments as you went along. Some of you went back and did all. You know, some of you did not send in manual reviews for any of your monetized videos. Some of you did. Some of you did some of them. You know, everybody did what they were comfortable doing. That was a huge scare, and everybody was really afraid that their channels were going to be taken down, and we did get through that. This, I don't know, is it bigger? Will it be different? Etc., etc. But kind of, if you read and look, it's kind of clear, you know, what YouTube is trying to do, and I'm not so sure that the reborn, you know, the doll community here is going to be so much of a target. You know, a good majority of, especially the smaller channels, which I consider myself a smaller channel when you look at it on a whole scale, are geared towards adults. We are talking to other adult doll collectors when we are making our videos. Not to say that children can't watch or don't sometimes watch. You know, children usually interact and comment when they watch. You know, I don't get comments from every once in a blue moon, and often it'll be if they're asking for a doll, you know, once in a while. I still get that now, and I just block and delete. I don't, you know, I'm not taking my time to answer and say that's rude and blah 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 and go back and forth with a kid that will then get nasty or whatever. Not my job, not my place. That's their parents' place to tell them that it's rude to ask people for their belongings on the internet. So I just remove. I don't know necessarily that I block, but I definitely remove those comments, you know, depending on the situation. So, you know, I'm thinking that, but again, this is only my thoughts, my speculation. And to be honest, so y'all know I will be coming up on the back surgery at some point this winter. And I do have plans for that time. And I won't be disabling my channel, provided YouTube's not doing things for us at that point. But I think I'm going to disable the comments for maybe the you know, right before I go in. I'll do like 4 weeks before. So this way, people that are commenting on more recent videos that may be new happening upon them, just getting to them, won't feel like I didn't acknowledge them, at least at all. And I will probably come on and give you all updates. Possibly even from the hospital. I might vlog a little bit going in, but I'm not going to well, maybe those videos, I'll leave the comments up this way. If you all would like to, you know, leave me a comment, you can, but you'll obviously be hearing in the video and knowing that I'm not going to be like, you know, hearting the comments necessarily or responding to them in any way. So like, you know, anyway, we'll see what happens. And you know, last time I was going to do that and I didn't. It was very scary, but it was an emergency surgery. They opened me back up the next morning. You know, anyway, but I did come on after I got home, and I did let you all know, you know, I was back and what I was doing and all that. So, but this is much more serious, much more involved surgery. So speaking of surgery and things like that, I would like to ask for everyone's prayers. Many of you are going to recognize this channel, Bottle Babies Reborns. That's Sarah. She comments on many of our videos, been around a long time, extremely sweet, kind lady. I've gotten to know her. I, you know, care for her deeply. I actually, you know, I noticed that she, you know, I know she has a serious health problem. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I'm on my phone, so I can't look at the email to give everybody the name of what you have. But I will say, and this is all with Sarah's permission, she is in the hospital right now. She has been on a feeding line for the past, like, 7 years. I hope I get that right, Sarah. A long time, many years. There are 6 major vessels that can take that line, and she's now down to the last one. They're giving her another line for, I guess, extra, like IV hydration, things like that. She's in the hospital. When this vessel gives, which in time it will, she will need a intestinal transplant. So she's not in good shape right now, and she's asking for all of your prayers. So please, everyone, pray for Sarah at Bottle Babies Reborns. It's a bad situation, but she is, she's still remaining in good spirits and hopeful, and she knows that, first off, hey, doctors aren't always right, and miracles do happen. So, Sarah has a very strong faith and relationship with God, and she most certainly is asking for prayers, and I'm asking you, for prayers for her. She also mentioned, as she gave me permission to mention, what she emailed me, because I began to notice her absence and finally dug up some old emails because I didn't even know how to forget it. Just forget that part of it. I don't even want to explain my thing with emails, but anyway, she had said that she is very upset over things that she's seeing in the doll community, and she feels like if this is the biggest problems we have with disputes and issues and things in the doll community, we should all be so blessed, and when you look at things and put things in perspective for what somebody is going through like that, none of us matters. And so I am asking all of you ladies and gentlemen, everyone here, please, whatever your disagreements are, whatever your, you're angry with people, resentments, etc., please move forward from today on. Everyone, you don't have to forgive each other. You don't have to go on and say, oh, I forgive this person and be best friends or whatever you got going on. And this is general across the board. Nothing, it's very general across the board. You can move forward and just put to rest and just move forward. I certainly, I've been doing that, and, I've thought long and hard. I know I was called out recently about not jumping on a scammer fast enough, and, I know I bring news to you all. I know I talk about, touchy, sensitive topics, probably often. I'm whatever. I'm a chatter. But I don't, I'm not the newscaster here. I don't know everything that's going on everywhere. I speak on things that, I know of, and of course I want to speak on things that I have the facts on, not just something that I heard through this person, through that person, etc., etc. So please, do not get angry with me if I don't hop right on something that, you think that I should know about. Don't pretend to know that you know anything that's going on in anyone else's head or life, etc. You'll have no idea what anybody's life is when they turn off this camera. They share what they want to share with you, and you'll have no idea if people are going through something, the good deeds people do in life. Look, they could be a totally crappy person, and they could be a saint when they turn the case. You don't know. You know, I did a live stream, I guess, what was it, last night? And I removed it, which I said ahead of time that, if, you know, I made an announcement that my live streams, I was no longer going to be leaving up. And I know many channels do that, you know, not the only channel that does that. And, you know, I've been targeted lately, and I am just trying to do everything that I can do to avoid, to get out of the way and to avoid, and, you know, that's it, you know. The topic was set to be cyberbullying. I don't know how much really got out about that, because you all know, anybody that conducts live streams, you know that, you know, they take the direction is, you know, what your viewers are interacting with you. And that's another thing, you know, it can get, I'm looking now, and especially in light of now all this going on with YouTube, for a private place for ladies to get together on a Friday or Saturday night, you know, those of us that want to just, you know, chew the fat and, you know, in peace, like, you know, almost like a big phone conversation, a private area to do that. I don't know, Facebook, perhaps, you know, you can do videos on Facebook. You can set up private groups so you can vet who is in there and the public is not watching, and then ladies, you know, can chat. You know, this way, you know, serious doll collectors that you want to get in and really talk about, you know, the art and things and that's going on, and not, you know, feel like somebody's breathing down your neck, we can go and get into that. I'm almost kind of now starting to learn, you know, Facebook's, because they're new, everything looks different and their features are different from like a couple years ago. So I need to, you know, figure my way around there. I've already joined some, you know, more exclusive, you know, groups. And, you know, I used to look and say, oh, those people don't want to come down even to the YouTube level, these private collectors. And at a certain point, you kind of, you know, well, you definitely understand why they're where they are, but not saying I'm totally going into, you know, that, you know, hiding or private. I just enjoy this so much, you know, and I'm trying very hard and looking to get back to, you know, where I started in the beginning. And, you know, I feel like, you know, inadvertently, like not consciously, but subconsciously, you know, part of, you know, the joy and the things and how special, you know, certain dolls are and things like that, I would just rather go back to taking my time, to take the journeys with the artists and the things like that, that make the dolls that are really, really special to me, that I, you know, and then I have so much fun photographing them, and they kind of come with their own character and energy, and, you know, like my Kimberly's Cocoon babies, and, you know, I think I let y'all know in my last video that I'll be having a new Liam coming, and, you know, the reason for that is, you know, the love I have of the artist's work that I'm going to be getting the new Liam from, and, you know, being able to take kind of that journey, and it's exciting, and it's giving me something, that, you know, right now, you know, I may hide it well. I am definitely dealing with a lot of pain. The sciatica, it's getting bad. I'm scared. I know I got to get a move on things. I procrastinate. I'm scared. I'm terrified. You know, it's my spine, and it's not like this, it's a big major thing. So that will be coming up. So that's, of course, going to affect my channel and what I'm doing for, you know, some time. And again, I wanted to speak to you about Sarah. I wanted to ask for all your prayers, and I wanted to let you know that Sarah is, I mean, she said she's literally in tears. She's very upset seeing what is going on, seeing people being torn apart, being, laughed at, made fun of, where, every day. It's, please, the people that are doing that, I can only speak for my own self. I'm not talking about any of these people. I'm not going and watching, some of it slips through and comes to me as far as people will tell me things and stuff. It's gotten much better with that. And Kelly put up a good video today, Kelly girl. You really have to do everything you can to just, cut off everything and, really make it clear to people that you do not want to see, you do not want to know. To boot, people that are over participating in that, even if they're not bashing you, even if they're not saying anything mean, if they're over, supporting that, I don't want those people on my channel and involved with me. So I'm going to be taking a look at that and, go through and because I can't, I just, life is too short, and I don't want to, spend my time arguing with ladies that I don't even know on the internet, for ridiculous things. So, I have absolutely nothing to say, to any of you except, please move on. Like everyone, is trying to move on. Please move on. These dolls are so beautiful, so amazing. Many ladies use these dolls for therapy, for therapeutic purposes. And, even if you're buying a really expensive doll, that makes you feel good. People buy expensive pocketbooks and, diamond rings and jewelry and shoes and this and that. It's what makes a lady feel good. If these dolls make you feel good and make you happy, go for it. It's please stop judging people, where people can't breathe, they can't talk, they can't, it's so unfair, Please go on and enjoy your beautiful babies, your collections, your nurseries, your channel, whatever it is that you're doing, that you have. Celebrate you and lead your viewers into kindness. Take the high road. Take the high road and go move on and enjoy. Because you got ladies like Sarah in the community that are literally hanging on to her life. And she's so upset watching this happen. So anyways, please pray for her. And, I'm going to look into, again, finding another place to do live streams, more privately, and that's it. You can't question. If you weren't there listening, then you don't know. And if you were there listening, and look, some people just hear what they want to hear. If you're listening because you don't like me, first off, I don't understand that. If you don't like a channel, if you don't like a person, if you don't think they're nice, if you don't think they're, fun and creative, if you don't enjoy them, why spend your time watching them? Think about that. Where else could you be spending that time besides picking on people that you don't like? Anyway, look at how peaceful Stellan looks. And Marley. They look so peaceful. All right, everyone. So I know this wasn't like a totally happy, uppity video, but, you know, I just roll with it. And you're getting me in the raw always, and for the good, the bad, and whatever. And you know, I stopped caring what people that I don't like, that they don't like me, think of me. It's just not relevant. I'm not watching you. Stop watching me. Otherwise, thanks for the view. I don't know what else to say. But find it in your heart, again, that there is some actual serious things going on in life. And this is not the be-all and end-all here. And you all are going at it as if it's the most important thing in life. And it's not. I think most of you all are blessed with families. You know, if you have children, whatever, you know, you're blessed. You're blessed with your health, or if you're not in good health, you're alive, you're breathing, you're listening. You know, find something to be grateful for and find something to be joyful for and share that and spread that. And don't watch the people that you don't like, and then it won't bother you. They won't bother you. Anyway, all right, everyone. Till next time. God bless.